Hey everyone, it's Jesse here. 11/4/2015, 12:51 a.m. As you can see, this is the little girl that was so sick last night. Oh, I love you. I love you too. I do. She was so sick and sick today when I got up. Still a little lethargic today. But now she's eating and drinking on her own and biting me and biting my beard and playing around and yeah, yeah. So I think, guys, if it was parvo, I know some of you have commented saying it may be parvo. I think if it was parvo, she wouldn't have made a recovery like this quick, and it would have also probably started to spread to my big dogs through the gate, and I think everybody would be sick if it was parvo. So I'm 99.9% sure it was just the ivy. And anyways, I'm just thrilled. I'm just thrilled that she's. The other two males, one is still very sick, one is drinking on his own. So I'm not sure how it's going to go with them. But this little girl right here is spunky, biting me, playing, eating, drinking. She is back to her normal self. I've nicknamed her Iddy Biddy because she's only like 3 pounds, 4 pounds. She wants up in my beard. You want up in my beard, don't you? Okay, so when I woke up this morning, I woke up very early because I was going to have Mom take the healthy puppies, or the healthy ones, whichever ones were healthy, off the property and rehome them. And I forgot to set my alarm, so I didn't get up till 10 a.m. this morning. And as soon as I come around that corner right there, my phone is back there on a table. I picked up the phone, called her cell phone. She said hello, and I said, hey, where you at? She said, what do you mean, where am I at? Are you my boss? I'm like, no. But do you not recall the conversation we had last night where I wanted you to get back here at 8:30, 9 o'clock in the morning to get the healthy puppies out so they won't get sick? She said, oh, yeah, I forgot about that. I'm on my way now. So she got here and took at that time this morning, only one was still healthy, and it was the big male. And she took him off the property and rehomed him. And I stayed up for a while, responded to several messages, caught up on notifications on Facebook and YouTube, and I watched several YouTube videos today. Put a small dent in my watch later list, and then at 6, I was just like, I had been up for, I didn't get much sleep. I didn't go to sleep till 5, 6 o'clock this morning. Then I got up at 10. I'm still sick. I can't keep food down on liquids right now. Last night I had a cheese sandwich and it was the biggest mistake of my life. I should have just went to bed without eating at all and relied upon my liquids to keep me alive. So I don't know that if I'll eat tonight because I'm just like, I'm still sick to my stomach, and I don't really have anything that's preparable. Everything's frozen. Everything is, you have to cook it. And I'm not going to. It's 12:55 a.m. I'm not cooking or unfreezing anything. But anyways, you want down? Don't go over there by that ivy. I'll come and spank your butt. Okay, I, I did, like I said, I replied to the comments, and I go to that food bowl. Yes, ma'am. Replied to some of the comments, and then at 6, I was just like, I was sick to my stomach. I didn't get much sleep. I just went and laid down in my bed at 6 p.m. and I remained in my bed until 10:30 p.m. I didn't sleep. I don't ever sleep. When I take a nap, I don't sleep. I just rest with my eyes closed. I can't sleep for some reason. You know, I have to take a sleeping medicine to make me sleep, so go figure there. It's probably why I can't nap properly. But I laid down, and then when I got up at 10:30, I came straight to the computer. Well, the first thing I did was I hopped over the gate, and that little girl. Well, let me back up a little bit. When I laid down at 6 or 6:30, whatever time it was, I prayed to Jonah, because Jonah had 2 puppies. I said, Jonah, can you please come heal? If you can only heal one puppy, I understand, but if you can heal all the puppies, please come heal the puppies. If you can only heal one, will you please heal the baby girl? Because she's the tiniest, she was the spunkiest, she will make a very, very wonderful pet for someone. And when I got up at 10:30, I hopped over that gate, and she was just right there to meet me, raring to go, wanting to play, eating and drinking on her own. You saw her playing with me right now, so she's 99% out of the woods, I would say. I'm not going to say 100%, but she's 99% out of the woods. If she's healthy tomorrow, well, by the time I get up and around, technically, because it's technically Wednesday, I'm going to have Mom or me, one, take her uptown and rehome her, and the other 2 males, one is drinking, one is not. I don't know if I've said this yet, but one is drinking, one is not. So I've been forcing water down them. I'm not so sure that they're out of the woods yet, but I think the little girl is. So maybe Jonah had something to do with it. I prayed to him to heal her, and I wake up and she's so much, I mean, she's full of life now. And so I sat down at 10:30 here. Well, after playing with her for a little bit, I sat down and got to going through my comments on my YouTube videos. And let me tell you, I had 30, 40 comments. I had a shit ton of comments. And as I speak, since I started this video, I have 4 more notifications on YouTube. So that means probably 4 new comments. And just want to reiterate that I'm not accepting money from anyone to send me at this time. I just can't do it. And also, I don't think it's parvo, because if it was parvo, I think they would all be dead by now. It would have been a quick death. I know parvo is a very quick death, and I think it would have spread. So y'all don't have to worry. I think they just got into my ivy, and that was it, and they're sick from it, because ivy's poisonous to puppies. I can't take it. I don't know if I spoke about this. I'm going to be really quick about it, because I know my video's getting long. The vets over in Nashville, I did make a phone call to the vet, and they want money up front. They said to take a puppy, to take 3 puppies, I would be paying hundreds of dollars. It would be hundreds of dollars, and so I can't do that. Don't know if I mentioned this. I can't remember. But I also called my grandma and laid everything out on the line for her, and told her, look, I'm the good one down here, not doing anything wrong. Andrew's the bad one. He's the one in jail facing 6 felony counts. Y'all give him double and triple the amount of money each week to him that then you give me to live on, me and Mom to live on. And I've never demanded anything from them in my life until today. I demanded my grandma to give me enough money to spay my 3 females. When Starlight quits feeding, I'm going to spay all 3 of my females, and I demanded it of her. And if she wants to push me, I'm going to go up there and talk to my grandpa, and that'll be the worst decision she'll ever make in her life, because he's going to come down on her like Thor's hammer, I promise. So she don't want me to have to talk to him. It's going to cost over $400 to get 3 dogs spayed. I know that's like fucking crazy, right? Yeah, it is fucking crazy. But I'm going to do it. And I'm demanding it of her. And if I don't get it, I'm going to have to talk to my grandpa. And I know I know my grandpa would open his wallet up and give me $500. That's how good of a man my grandpa is. But I don't want to have to do that. I want her to do it. Because if I do go to him, he's going to come down on her like hell. And she's going to catch hell. Because as far as he knows, I'm down here just fine with satellite TV, which I don't have and hadn't had in 3+ years. And I don't even have a cell phone. And he thinks I'm down here fine. And there's nothing wrong. And I have plenty of food, which I don't. And I have TV, which I don't. And I have a cell phone, and I don't. And he thinks that everything's hunky-dory. As far as he knows, everything is hunky-dory. She don't want me to have to confront him or tell him about what's going on. Because if he knew that they're giving his money to Andrew in jail, that would stop just like that. Especially the amount. And if he knew how much they give me, he would come down on them like hell too. Because he would never want me to be down here without anything. He wouldn't. But he's not the type to, here's money for you. He's not that type of person. I would have to explain and everything. Anyways, I know my video's getting long. Guys, I know it's getting long. So I try to keep this vlog much more positive. My little girl dog is doing much better. Thank the gods. Thank you, Jonah, if you did it. And hopefully she's still well by morning. And if she is, she's going to have a new home. And then we'll deal with the 2 puppies that are still sick. Which I don't know if they're going to make it or not, because they look like they have eaten more of the ivy than what the little girl did. Because they're suffering more of the effects. I also spoke to my grandma about my door getting fixed. And let me tell you why. This is the reason why they haven't done it yet. The people who own the hardware, which is literally right up the road. You can see the hardware from out my door. The people that own the hardware, the woman, she's up in her age, but not old. Someone broke into her house and stole a bunch of stuff. Well, the police think my brother did it. The people that own the hardware think my brother did it. In reality, he didn't do it. He didn't. He admitted to all of his six felony counts. He admitted to all of that. He admitted to everything he did wrong. Because we told him to. We told him to admit everything you did wrong. He did. That was one thing he did not do, was did not break into her house. The reason I haven't had my door fixed yet is because my family refuses to use this hardware over here. Simply because they think Andrew is the one that stole their property. And he's not. But they still think so. And so my grandma told me on the phone, we'll never use them ever again. The other nearest hardware store is 12 miles away in Nashville. Anyways, me and Mom have not been getting along lately. I'm like up to here with her shit, if you understand what I mean. I love her, don't get me wrong, love her to death. But if she can't come down to a normal level and stay normal level, I ain't gonna be happy. And I show it to her, too. So, I'm not keeping my mouth shut anymore. I'm barking back and she's freaking out. And the other night, we got into it hard and heavy. I picked up a chair and broke it over there in her apartment. So, she said she's moving out as soon as she can, so there's that too. I mean, she said it before, but Will she really do it this time? Who knows? For those of you out there worried about my food situation, I did have SNAP benefits, but then they took them back. They didn't give them after 1 month due to a conflict of my ex. He had food stamps here too at this address, and so they don't know who. Anyways, I don't have SNAP benefits anymore, and I'm gonna have to reapply again for SNAP benefits and prove he doesn't live here. Prove everything. I guess he's still using my address as his address for his SNAP benefits, is what the problem is. So, go figure there. Small town, Arkansas, asshole of the earth, hell, anything you could think of. That's where I live. So, anyways, I know my video's too long, so I've tried to keep it as positive as I could this time, guys. I know the last vlog was super depressing, and the one before that was super depressing, but this one is, I'm happy that the girl dog is better, and I'm physically sick, but mentally I'm better. I'm better mentally today. So yeah, I'm gonna wrap it up. I don't know how long I've been talking. 16 minutes, good God. Alright, sorry it's been such a long vlog. Love you guys, love you and peace, as always, and I'll see you on the next one, okay?